Today, we're joined by Omer Maman, the VP of Marketing at Healthee, which is an AI-powered employee benefits app. Um, it helps employees more easily manage their health benefits and employers better service their people. Omer, please, if I'm messing up your name, let me know. Last name too, and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Well, we're glad to have you. We're glad to have you. I guess to kick us off, if you could give us a little bit of background on yourself and I guess how you ended up in this spot at Healthee.
Yeah, sure. Gladly. So I'm Omer. I'm the VP marketing here at Healthee. I grew up in Israel. I just moved here to the States almost 2 years ago with my family. I'm located in New York. Just a little bit about my background. So I started I'm an engineer, and quickly after I graduated my engineering school, I realized that I'm more passionate about the integration of people, technology, and business, and not just pure engineering. That's how I found myself, taking responsibility on product management roles, and then from that point, product marketing, and in the last 6 years, I'm taking more, I would say, exact roles in marketing. Um, Looking at the companies that I was honored enough to serve, they all belong to the medtech industry. I really feel very passionate about serving, the world and companies and in impact companies, do good companies. And I found myself, at the beginning of my career path, getting into or exposed into the medical device and health tech world. And then I saw myself progressing in these kind of companies, startups, as well as big corporates. This is where I am. Just a little bit about Healthee. So basically, you described it beautifully, what we do. I just want to give like a more, I would say, extended context. So we have developed an AI platform that basically addresses all the questions that employees and employers have about their health benefits. And what is exciting about Healthee is that it's not only benefits navigation. First of all, it's based on technology, on AI technology, and this is something that is super innovative in this industry and this space. But also we go together with employees and an employer from A to Z. So it's an all-in-one, one-stop shop solution from the very beginning of open enrollment and helping you find the best benefits plan for you and your loved ones. But we don't disappear after open enrollment, right? We support you all year round with benefits questions, with helping you find the right provider for you, the in-network provider, more, I would say, cost-effective solutions, helping you also to book an appointment, to see reviews, to check your bills, all in one stop shop, in one AI stop shop that can give you instant answers and provide you, I would say, the level of service or the quality of service that here in the States we deserve when it comes to healthcare.
See, yeah, I mean that's really great, and people need that.
Yeah.
It's tough dealing with the insurance solutions that are out there in the States today, and working through your employer too just adds another layer if it's confusing. So, I mean, do you guys, your client though, right? Are you guys typically working with um, like self-insured employers, or does it matter what that relationship looks like? Who's the most interested in Healthee typically, do you see?
So that's a good question, and what is exciting about Healthee, that basically, if you think about it, our platform, qualifies for every employer, no matter if it's a small 50 employees, fully insured company, or like a huge corporate with thousands and thousands of employees that probably they'll be self-insured. So we basically are looking after all employers here in the States. That's why we play in an infinite market, which is a huge business opportunity for us at Healthee. And it's a huge headache for me as a marketeer, right? Because it's really hard to segment your audiences this way. So we work directly, or we sell directly to employers, SMBs, as well as big enterprise and corporates for sure. But we also work with PEOs and TPAs. We
Okay,
also
yeah.
sell through brokers. self-insured or fully insured, we have the flexibility in our platform basically to be the best fit for every employer here in the States.
Okay. And do you find that there's like a hunger for this kind of solution with the employers, or are they aware of AI technology options today, or is there many competitors in the market?
Yeah, I can tell you that what I like about Healthee, or what I like about the product that makes my life easier as a marketeer, that it's the easiest product or the easiest platform to demonstrate. We can create a wow effect instantly, 2 minutes into the demo, because you know, healthcare or health benefits it's a headache for everyone, right? I mean, we
Most of
feel.
those platforms are like dinosaurs, I feel like.
Right. You talk about platforms. That's so nice of you, but mainly what people are expected to handle with is to call to a call center, right? I mean, when
Right,
you have a
right.
question, you need to go. I mean, what are your options? Either to start navigating in the carrier's website that nobody remember, right? Nobody remembers
Yep.
what carrier am I? Is it for the dental or the vision or my health benefits? Where should I go? And then how should I get my answers? Or either you need to call to a call center, or I think the worst
Hmm.
thing to do is when you have a benefits question, you need to go to HR. Now, there's a very, I would say, complicated relationship when it comes to employees and HR around health benefits or healthcare or
Oh
mental
yeah.
health, right? If I want to check if I'm covered for anxiety, okay, or any kind of mental health treatment, I don't want to go to my employer. I don't want to go to my HR and say, "Oh, am I covered for a mental health, treatment or
Right.
this?" Or if me and my spouse are, we want to have baby next year, I don't want to share this information with my employer. I want to have like a platform at the palm of my hand where I can just, ask questions. Our platform also embedded like a digital assistant. Her name is Zoe. Just imagine like Alexa or Siri to your health benefits plan, where you can just ask the question and get instant answer in seconds, right?
Yeah,
Um,
that's great. Very powerful. Yeah, I think that the concerns you just laid out there, a lot of people are absolutely thinking about that whenever they have those issues, and they have to get answers. You're right. It's very difficult to navigate and get in contact with the right person, or having to deal directly with the insurance provider is always a headache. Um, but I mean, how about for the employers though, right? With the working with I guess, are you typically talking to people in HR, like in the HR leadership at businesses? Is that who you're selling into?
Yeah. HR, finance leaders, operation managers. Each and every one of them has a different concern when it comes to healthcare. So if we talk to finance leaders, they are very concerned about, the rising costs of healthcare
Yeah.
for employees. If you look at the company's P&L, you'll find that healthcare costs are, I think, the second or the third most, the third biggest cost in their P&L after salaries and other operational costs. So that's a headache for them, right? And they see the rates, increasing one year over year, and they're worried about that because they have nothing to do with it, right? It's some kind of, they
Hmm.
tell me, Omer, you know what, I already took the assumption that this cost is going to increase year over year. I have nothing to do with it, and I just need to deal with it. And then when I show them that by, giving transparency to their employees about their benefits and helping them navigate into most, I would say, cost-effective option, for example, through telehealth, through steering them to in-network solution, giving them alternatives to the current options that they have, helping them knowing their deductible, okay, helping them find the right plan for them,
Hmm.
we can save tremendous costs to the employer. So that's on the finance leader standpoint. But let's talk about HR, right? We are now in the second quarter of this year. The third quarter of the year is all about open enrollment. HRs, all over the
Yeah.
country are worried about, okay, how I'm going to kick off the open enrollment for next year. And that's a huge and super stressful period for HRs, because they have employees coming to their office and tell them, okay, help me. You offer for me 17 or 18 or 20 types of plans. Help me choose one. I don't know how to choose. I don't understand the insurance language, right? And I hear from HR that they tell me, Omer, you know what? I'm an HR. I'm not a benefits expert, right?
Right.
I don't know what to recommend for them. I don't know their profile. I don't know their, if they have any kind of chronic conditions that need to be monitored. If they have, I don't know what's their health
Right.
plan for
Yeah.
next year. And they tell me that they end up and say, they say to their employees, you know what, I don't know what to recommend you, but I can show you what I picked and you're more than welcome to follow me. And I tell them that that's the worst, recommendation that they give to their employees, because when it comes to healthcare, it has to be super personalized and super,
Hmm.
employee focused and family focused. And I'm happy that we are able to, to harness technology in order to make this process much faster, more effective, and helping employees to be at the end of the day healthier.
Yeah, that makes sense. And there's got to be like a risk factor to that too, right? It's like because the employee's calling in, they're talking to the HR manager. What if they give them some kind of bad feedback or bad advice, or they don't fully understand the plan that's, offering the service to the employee, then that could cause problems. That could come back to the company if the employee ends up with some kind of bad outcome.
Right, I agree. And that's something that is very unique here in the States. As I told you at the beginning, I come from Israel, right? And the healthcare system in Israel is completely different. You have three HMOs. It's something that is absolutely detached from the employer. So the employer is not responsible for your healthcare plan or your insurance or anything like that. So you can be a member in one of the three HMOs, and that's it. You have no, concerns, no questions about where to go, how to go. Everything is very, socialized and easy. And here in the States, there's a relationship of trust between the employer and the
Hmm.
employee when it comes to healthcare, because I'm thinking about myself as an employee. My employer basically is responsible to one of the most important things in my life, and that's my health and the health of my loved ones and my kids and my entire family, and even my pets. So I think that it becomes crucial that employers and more specifically HRs and finance leaders will equip them with themselves with the right solutions and the right platforms to enhance the benefits experience for their employees and reduce costs, because it's a huge cost obligation for an employer, and you want to make sure that you take these decisions wisely. There's a lot of we see a lot of examples of employers that spend a lot of money for them being overinsured, and in other cases, they spend a lot of money or they take a big risk of being underinsured. So that's why solutions like Healthee can come into this space and make a complete revolution at the way that we consume healthcare, personally and also as an employer.
Yeah, there's definitely opportunity there. I gotta agree with you on that. And so you guys, your clients and the customers, are they aware of you guys? Like, are you getting a lot of inbound already, or are you guys having to go out and do a lot of outbound, boots on the ground work to generate demand right now?
Yeah. So it's climbing, right? We are relatively new in the industry. There are solutions out there that exist, or they got to the market earlier than us, but they offer, I would say, a fraction of our complete offering. So we are building our brand awareness currently. We definitely see the demand that is growing organically, and we get a lot of inbound requests and queries about what we do. How can I bring it to my to my company? How can I leverage it? How can I enhance the experience for my employees? How can I save costs? So we get many, many questions from employers. We also see a tremendous growth in inbound leads coming from brokers. The broker industry is very competitive. Every broker wants to be able to introduce to their clients, the best technology and the best, package, rather than the other brokers that are competing on the same client. So the brokers have, or they show different considerations, as they want to be more competitive. They want to be able to introduce, cost savings for their employer, for their clients. I'm sorry. Absolutely, I think that one of the biggest milestones that fueled the brand awareness or brought us, into the center of the attention in this industry is the beautiful and super strategic partnership that we signed with TriNet. TriNet is
TriNet's huge.
one of the biggest PEOs here in the States. That embedded completely our platform into their open enrollment process, and then also the benefits navigation for their members. So that was a huge milestone. Together with a round that we just closed a couple of weeks ago. So we are in a great. We definitely see the exposure getting bigger and bigger as we progress.
I wanted to ask you about that too. I know that you have there's two founders, right? And I saw one of them used to be like a jet pilot, so I'm curious about that as far as like, what the regime's like over there. But I mean, you guys
have
a huge
more than
Series
that.
A.
Actually, there are more than two founders. There are three co-founders. Two of them are pilots. Okay.
Two pilots. Okay.
Yeah. They know each other for many years. From we all obviously the company at its base was founded in Israel. The co-founders are Israelis, and we all serve in the IDF, of course. Our CEO is a jet pilot, super talented guy. I don't know what kind of stories are you looking for?
I don't know. Does that make it different there? Like, how does he do things, come at it from a different angle, or does this help them? Like, has this helped with his, fundraising, or like, how does this play? How does him being a pilot play into what he's doing here?
He is very bold and very determined. Okay, very task oriented. That's for sure. Always, aiming to the top and not even considering anything below that. And also, I think that one of the most impressive elements that he brought to the culture of the company is the resilience that, kind of integrated at each and every pilot or jet pilot, especially in the military. So I think that there's a huge element of resilience that is embedded in our culture at Healthee.
I'm sure that helps a lot with a business like yours. Are your do you report directly to the CEO?
Yeah.
At this point? Okay.
Yeah.
And so like what kind of things are you really driving for right now? What kind of goals are you trying to work towards?
So basically, when I'm looking at my goals, there are different phases in marketing, right? So if I look 1 year backward, I think that our marketing, strategy and approach was very product market fit oriented. We wanted to make sure that, first of all, we understand the product offering and we know how to tailor it perfectly to the audiences that we are targeting. And I want to stay humble, and I wouldn't say that it was easy, but we very quickly realized that we got gold in our hands, and we definitely came to the market with the right solution that nobody else did. And I think that the next goal, or the goal that we are aiming right now, is basically growth marketing. So that's the center of my intention for the next couple of years. And we definitely build a strategy for accelerating our growth in order to expand, first of all, our footprint here in the States, and also expand our offering and learn better about the opportunities that are, ahead of us in the future. And it's a beautiful journey, and we are in a great positive momentum at these days, and we learn a lot each and every day.
And do you feel that you've got like what you need to start the scaling? You're in growth mode, but do you have the team for growth? Do you have resource? Are you working with third parties today? Like what does your
Yeah.
situation look like?
So the shifting of the strategies, okay, from product market fit to growth, definitely brought me to the understanding that I also need to make some adjustments in the way that the marketing team is structured. So my approach in marketing, that the team should be structured or should be aligned with how the sales cycle looks like and how the funnel looks like. So basically, our team is built with growth marketing manager that is responsible on the demand generation and make sure that the top of the funnel is fed with high qualified leads and high qualified opportunities. And then we have product marketing that basically is in charge to support the sales team with all the sales enablement tools that they need, with competitive tactics and things like that. And basically also in charge to qualify the opportunities down in the funnel. So converting them from earlier stages to more advanced stages towards, the sales cycle. And then after the sale, we have another product marketing functionality that is more oriented for the bottom of the funnel. So we want to make sure that we don't disappear after we sell the product, right? We basically, that's the beginning of the journey. And we want to make sure that the onboarding process with our customers goes flawlessly. There's a relationship and connection that we need to start creating with the users, with the end users, right? That we meet them for the first time post-sale. So we sell B2B, but actually our product work for both B2B and B2C. And then there's a lot of B2C to B marketing that needs to be created here. And we built also a very, very strong content capabilities in-house within our marketing team. Because my marketing approach is that content it must be in the core of the marketing. And if you create good and valuable content, the sky's the limit with how creative you can go with marketing initiatives and the impact that you can create as a marketeer on the market.
Yeah, I think that's really important. And for this business, it's got to be very important to communicate just more of the specifics for the employers and how the employee experience is going to be. But for you guys, it sounds like, obviously you're going on a full tilt right now. You just got funded, you're growing, you're building towards something. Is there any, like, with the sales cycle, like how long does that take with a customer? Is your onboarding like a really long, painful process, or do you have like a whole service team dedicated for helping through all of that, and sales engineers and all that business?
For sure. So actually, you asked two different questions. You asked about the sales cycle, and then you asked about the implementation and the onboarding. I'll address both of them. But about the sales cycle, it changes, right? It changes, depends on the size of the company. And sometimes, and the decision makers that, need to be around, you need to group them all together around the table. Sometimes there's a broker involved in the process, and sometimes we work directly with the employers. For example, if one of the customers of one of the company came through a PEO, those companies, they have, the sales cycle is 0 days, because we just wake up in the morning and we realize that TriNet had just added a few new companies into our platform. So you wake up and you find, oh, I have 200 new customers. And that's something that is super surprising, that we definitely invested a lot in building the right infrastructure to support that. So the sales
Yeah, that
cycle.
could be scary. That could be really scary, right? If you didn't have all your ducks in a row.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say that it's scary, but definitely we anticipated that these kind of, I would say, that this partnership will have, we will have to embed a more scalable processes within our, I would say, onboarding process. And that actually leads me to the onboarding question that you asked. So our onboarding is seamless and super quick. We can be ready, live and running within 6 weeks. Basically, what we need is to get all the health plans from the employers as part of the onboarding process. Then what we do is we take the unstructured data, which is hundreds and hundreds of PDF pages that need to be analyzed and move to the structured data. And this is where exactly the AI, come in and start processing the data. It's just a matter of a couple of weeks that we are ready to roll it out to the employees. All of our customers are assigned to, significant customer success team that will work with them from the very first beginning of the onboarding through training. We as marketing team always support with marketing assets to the users, to the POCs at the companies, to increase the engagement, to drive them to take care of their health, and with the wellness tips and health tips, and make sure they monitor their health process properly throughout the year. So they get not only just access to the platform, but also a full package of service support and marketing, I would say, enablement tools to make sure that they leverage the platform to the max.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. I mean, 6 weeks is not that long for activation,
Right.
for a product like this. I would think that I was expecting, at least a couple months.
Yeah, but you know what? That's exactly what makes us the most innovative company in this space, because the fact that we embedded top-notch technology and AI helps us to move faster, right? Because we don't need to facilitate now a call center, right? With 20
Right.
benefits experts that will be available 24/7. We have one AI support, digital support for all, no matter how many employees will be enrolled on our platform. And Zoe, our digital AI benefits expert, she doesn't take a PTO, and she can address as many employees as we can enroll on our platform. So that makes, and all the automatic processing that we're doing for the health plans just allows us to be quick as lightning, and run really, really, really fast with our customers. And that's why they are so impressed and so grateful for us being super responsive to their questions. And also, I think they appreciate that we're from those kind of companies that are customer centric and customer obsessed.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that obviously that's going to be good for you guys. If you're delivering like that, the customers are going to be happy. They're going to spread the word that they didn't have a painful onboarding process, didn't have to deal with a bunch of calls and back and forth. So that can only be helpful.
I agree.
Um, and if you've got the data down, you know what kind of like templating and like how to bring it in and process it and get everything cleaned up. That's also key. Um, are you guys do you see a lot of objections to like the AI, or like do people like what kind of problems come in whenever you're going through your deal stages?
So I wouldn't say objections, but yeah, we get questions about, oh, so now AI, or maybe some kind of a fear that, oh, maybe my employees will not feel comfortable to speak to an AI agent. right? To
Mhm.
a bot or anything like that. So we also solve that one because it's not an AI solution only. At the back office, we also have a benefits expert that can address questions that, sometimes the AI bot cannot address a very specific and personal question. And this is where exactly the question is being transferred to a human response. Benefits experts that we have on board with us, that they will reach back to the user with the answer they are looking for. So for the ones who are looking for the more, I would say, a human connection and a human response, we also offer this service. So it's easy objections, so-called, to mitigate. I can tell you that from the data that I'm looking at, Healthee, 92% of the questions that are being asked on our platform are addressed instantly by Zoe, by the AI bot. And then the other 8% are transferred to our benefit specialists, and the users get their answers anyway. So we basically provide a comprehensive solution, the technology as well as the human touch. And I think they are super, grateful for that.
That's pretty amazing that the AI fields that many of the questions.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
surprising. So, okay, so and so they're happy with that. But is it like as you're going through the sales process though, are they you guys are able to handle all these kind of like objections that come up around the technology today?
Yeah, definitely. I told you the sales cycle is not as complicated. I think that's the simplest sales cycle that I have ever handled with, or managed to handle or try to solve. But I can definitely tell you that the questions, it's not an objection, but the I think that one of the challenges, or one of the narrative that we are trying to change or to customize, is that people don't understand that good embedding technologies into the healthcare and benefits world. It's not a luxury. It's not a nice to have. It's a necessity. So I think
Mhm.
that what we are trying to do right now is to kind of centerize or put in front the sense of urgency, because there is the cost of doing nothing, right? If you do nothing with your healthcare, then you'll pay more and more year over year, because the rates are increasing. And if you not manage it properly as an employer or also as an employee, you'll just pay more. So every day that you are not considering improving the health benefits experience for your employees, basically the day that you're losing money. So I think that if we clear the technology fear, that it's legit that a few individuals might have out there, people need to understand that it's not a nice to have solution. It's a must have. It's a necessity, and it's better sooner than later, of course.
Yeah, I would think that that's the main thing that's what I was thinking. Like the objection would be, this is just an add-on. Is this something we really need? Like with the additional cost, is this something we want to spend for, or
Right.
do we just want to let our employees deal with, the insurance themselves?
Right. So I feel that as a marketeer, I'm less worried about explaining the why, because that's very straightforward. Everyone that lives here in the States understand the need, right? Understand
Hmm.
why this platform is can be super useful for them as individuals or for their employers. I think that the most important thing for us as marketing team at Healthee is to convey the message of why now, and that's I think the most important thing that we'll try to tackle this year.
Okay, and I think we're getting close on time here, Omer. So, I guess to wrap up, is there anything like limited time promotions or something going on right now that you'd like to share? And I guess where can people go out to learn more and follow Healthee and be in the know?
Yeah. So first of all, of course, if you are an employee that are super interested in embedding technology or improving the healthcare experience that you have, no matter if you are insured by your employer or by anybody else, you are more than welcome to read more about Healthee on our website. Or you can go to the HR and share with them, spread the word of Healthee and tell them to reach out to us. Obviously, we're available online on all the social media platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. I'll send over the links so you can embed them in the episode, of course. And this is it. We are excited to spread the word of Healthee, to basically change the way that people consume healthcare, make them best consumers and smart consumers. With Amazon embedded in our lives and Uber, that all these like big names that change the way that we consume services, right? We feel that we change the way that Americans here in the States will consume healthcare. And that's the goal for us, and it's happening. Actually, it's happening these days, and this is why I'm super excited about that.
And that's exactly what we want over here. So thank you for the work you're doing. But yeah, so I guess we'll wrap. Omer, thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate the conversation. It's really interesting to me. I've got a little bit of experience working in the health business and health tech. So yeah, I mean, you guys have a great product. Looks like some very good brand direction, and obviously great marketing direction here with you, Omer. So thanks so much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I enjoyed it. Happy Friday.
Enjoy your weekend.
Bye bye.